Down the back straight they go, and the light not great at the moment with the clouds sort of forming in the background. But we've had a little bit of sunlight. Maybe I'm a glass half full because we haven't had much.
But compared to yesterday, it's been pretty nice.
So the leaders coming past our commentary position once more time. A beautiful raw sound there of Hobie Booper. And he does a 2:02.385 to set us in motion. He's some 3 seconds up the road than those chasing him. So really impressive in just one lap.
I got to give a shout out to Peter Kraus. Worked his way to third. And he is like, we mentioned him at Mid-Ohio during this race. He is kind of the S2000 guru, and there he is in the black 91 S2000, just ahead of this group. There he is right there. Peter Kraus, number 91. He is the SVRA instructor. He helped with our driver's school this year. He knows VIR very, very well, was here in the rebuilding phases of it. And I'm proud of him for breaking up to the front of this pack of S2000 cars. And then his student, Ben Sennett, is the one right in front of him. So the student has become the master.
Well, no, he's behind Shirley Sennett.
No, Ben Sennett's in second, and Peter Kraus right behind him. That's what I mean. The student's become the master.
There you go.
He's trying to catch a student now.
Another good, strong field of, some 26 cars in this one. And that's what amazes me, just how many cars we get in each set of races here in SVRA. Just a really, really good. I mean, I know we put the groups together, but at the same time, it's still great to have a field of some 26-plus cars.
Yeah, look at Dave Handy there, really trying to get under John Thompson to catch that draft down this long back stretch. And I hope we get some shots of these GT40s near the back of the pack because they are so pretty. And there's about 4 or 5 of them racing in a group. Yeah,
I had to look down their pit earlier yesterday just to see them being prepared, and they are as glorious as you'd expect them to be. And like you say, to watch them race line astern is even better. That's where we are in that little hut, so to speak. Here comes the leader. He's now extended that lead, and he does another 2:02.3. Let's see where the second place man is, but he had a 3.5 second lead, and now it's extended to over 5.9 seconds, so almost 6 seconds ahead now. So he's flying at the moment. In fact, that lap was a 1:57.6, so he's
Nathan Sigliano coming up on Dave Handy, trying to take the inside there. He gave it a look.
Quite pull it off, but hey.
But look for him to do that again.
You get the feeling with these smaller cars that there's maybe just a few more opportunities.
There he
goes.
The
outside at NASCAR. That's not something you see very often.
No, and I feel like maybe Dave Handy's having some trouble, maybe missed a shift or something, because that's not like him to give that up that easily. There's some of those GT40s.
Yeah, beautiful.
That's Kenneth Arters right there in the 51. Beautiful car.
Well, I've got Thomas Kane in the 51, but
that's
different group.
Yeah, that's a different group.
Kenneth Arters, currently 22nd overall and first in Group 7.
He's 51A.
I got you, yep. Yeah, that is a lovely looking car, isn't it?
Yeah. Look at the lines on that thing. And there's another one right there in front of it. See, you don't get to see too many GT40s anymore, and here we have like 5 or 6 in this group. That's Harry McPherson right there, racing with Dennis Altoff. I was asking Dennis to come up here and do some commentating because his dad raced GT40s back in the day in South Africa and all over Europe. So there they come up the S's.
And out of 12, they come back on the gas early on.
That's Gary Johnson in that beautiful red GT40 with the white stripes. I'd love to see what that feels like around this track.
Yeah, especially going down a long straight like that. You can sort of put yourself back on the Mulsanne straight.
Yeah.
And imagine what it must have been like back in the day.
That's James Cullen right there in the Lola T70, another one of the Althoff Racing. It was Althoff Racing that kind of brought all these GT40s and the Lola T70s, and Sasco's got one with them. But beautiful cars, really fun to watch. But as you can see, that would be hard to see out of him. Now, he's got a lot more horsepower, having a big block American V8, but then those little nimble S2000.
And forces him off track almost.
Brake, don't hit the wall. Nice. Oh, man, if had that happened in the morning, he'd be stuffed into the wall, but it's dry just enough.
Just enough, yeah.
James Cullen, nice driving right there. Way to recover, buddy.
Well, and really, it was no fault of the man on the inside. He did have the power, but he ran out of road.
No, I think James was trying to match his braking points, and that's just not going to happen.
That's not going to happen.
S2000.
Well, he's got lucky there, because as you say, you do not want to damage one of these things.
No, that's a beautiful car. James races all kinds of cars with us. You've seen him sometimes in a 914. He races that. He just loves racing.
Well, he's got it back out on track, and it's all in good nick.
Yeah.
I like the extended mirrors so he can see something at least.
Yeah, gets passed by that GT40.
Yeah, that's the number 51 that we've seen earlier.
Yeah.
And he's now ahead of the number 5 and the number 66.
I want to get a good shot of that Golf GT40 there, the number 6 of Harry McPherson. That's a beautiful car. It's going up the S's. There's our leader.
Hobby, you call him.
I call him Hobie.
Hobie Burba. I like it. Great name.
That's a pretty car. I mean, I have that car in a slot car, and it corners just about like that. And then you get up close. If you go to the Sasco trailer, you get up close to that car. It is beautiful. It's like a Concours show car. You wouldn't think that guy's ever raced it in his life, and he's always out here racing. It's a beautiful car. They really keep it in good shape, and it's a fast car.
Yeah, I'm always amazed at the condition they keep them in because, like I said, all the dirt and dust and grit and marbles from the tires get clagged up under the cars, and they put them back right by the next day, and they're absolutely glorious by the time they come out.
So that's Mac McCombs there in that red GT40. Sorry, I misspoke earlier. And I'll tell you a funny story. So Mac and the number 6, the blue Golf GT40.
McPherson, yeah.
They switch, I think, like every year. They switch cars. And one has, I think, a 351 in it. One has a 302 in it. So once, and it drives Dennis crazy because once one gets really used to it and gets really fast, then they switch. And they have a little bit of a learning curve because, you know, it's a little bit of a weight differential. But they're both really fast, and there's nothing better than seeing those two battling it out on the track at the same time.
And here's back with the leader, number 82. And this is the final lap as he comes down through roller coaster one more time at the famous VIR and out of Hog Pen. And takes the checkered flag. There it is. And of course, they'll be back in action again tomorrow, another feature race for them. This a full weekend of SVRA and Trans Am, doubleheader for Trans Am after the cancellation of Watkins Glen. And sadly, also Lime Rock not going to be taking part there, so we're doing a doubleheader at Road Atlanta. SVRA will be in action again at COTA. And no major dramas except for the one GT40 going off track, but luckily stopping in time.
Yeah, that was close. That was a Lola T70, but it almost hit the wall. I think this morning, in the morning dew, he would have hit the wall hard.
Yep.
But because it's dried up, he was able to get on the brakes smoothly and miss the wall. So we really appreciate that.
So just past 5 o'clock local time. Rather dreary day here at VIR, but the racing absolutely electric at the moment, and everybody enjoying being out of the house, so to speak, and back out to a racetrack. So sadly, no fans, and this always gets a good crowd, VIR. but not today. Confirmation of the result then. Hobie Booper with the Lola T70 taking the win over Ben Sinnott. John Thompson in 3rd position. Siglanio in 4th position. Kraus in 5th. Then James Farley, Philip Meany Jr. and Peter McLaughlin in 8th position. Thomas Kane and Greg Miller. That rounds out the top 10. The Swift in 10th position. We'll take a short break. We'll be back with more from the Haycock Classic Gold Cup historic races in a moment.